gladly say that we're getting students from that effort. So we're wherever we can promote Nashville Tech, that's where we are going.
You know, Ms. Brushart, I think one of the things that you've mentioned in terms of Nashville Tech is that it can be a transitional college into higher education.
Right.
Why don't you explain to our audience this morning how a person might enter Nashville Tech and move from Nashville Tech into one of the senior colleges?
Well, Nashville Tech has articulation agreements, and Evelyn may be able to help me out with this. With most of the university system schools here in Tennessee. And the advantage, the real advantage, I think, in this is that if you're not certain that you want to go on to a four-year school, you can come, you can get a two-year degree, start off, have a great job, and finish your four-year degree up while you're making money and supporting yourself. The other advantage to that also is that at $45 per credit hour, we're of value. You're getting a quality education for a good price, and you can transfer those credits onto a four-year college of your choice. So you can really save thousands of dollars.
So, so if a person wishes to take a 3-hour course, only a 3-hour course, part-time and et cetera, that person can really take that 3-hour course for less than a little over $100. Is that what we're saying?
That is
$150 for the $45 per hour. And now, what about the entrance requirements or whatnot? Ms. EHadley,
what we have in terms of entrance requirements, two-year schools have open admissions. So therefore, students, we are trying to make sure that students have an opportunity to go into higher education. So what we require is that they submit an application for admissions, and if they're coming right out of high school or under the age of 21, then we would need their ACT scores. We do have a recommended 19 on the ACT. If the score is below the 19, then you have to go into taking a placement test. But I always say that that's great that we have open admissions because it gives everybody an opportunity to higher education. And everybody's not ready to go right into that four-year college setting. So if you submit the application, the $5 application fee, your ACT scores, and then a copy of your high school transcript, then we can get you rolling in terms of getting in there and working on that degree. And it may mean some pre-college courses. However, we're there to help you get where you want to be and reach the goals that you've set for yourself.
In other words, I think access, Ms. Brushart, that would be one of the important components of the institutions. Is that what we're saying?
That's correct, Dr. Haney. Two-year colleges have always had open admissions, and we're always that. I do want to mention the fact that we are a Tennessee Board of Regents school. We do have those transfer agreements with all the TBR schools, along with some of the private schools in the area. So, and across the state, Western Kentucky would be one of the others. So we're constantly working on those transfer agreements, making sure that our students have what they need and want to transfer, then we're giving them that start to where they can transfer those courses.
And so with the termination agreement, Ms. Brushart, here, with an AA degree, associate, and then you can move from there into one of the senior colleges without losing any of your credits.
Depending on the major in which you're going into. Mind you, we're a technical school. Some of your engineering areas are not. If you're transferring to a technical four-year college, then you won't lose as many. But all of our core requirements are there. Business, all of that, I know that students transfer in and are transferring as juniors. So it depends upon the major and the kind of school that you're transferring to. And
if any person might be sort of reluctant or maybe not know how he or she might do in higher education, Nashville Tech would be an excellent place to start at $45 a credit hour. Is that what we're saying?
That's correct. It will be a good place to start.
Very good. And of course, we've got about 16 seconds before our first commercial break, and I don't want to raise a question to have to interrupt you. But when we come back, we do want the two of you to talk about some of the other advantages of Nashville Tech. And we'll be back with you following this commercial break.